Namaste. Welcome to CUSP. This session is a brief introduction to the very important phenomena of human reproduction. Welcome to the theory session. Let us start by defining human reproduction. Wikipedia defines human reproduction as any form of sexual reproduction resulting in human fertilization. This statement in itself highlights the value of the phenomena of fertilization, about which we will deal in the coming videos. At this moment, it is necessary to note that the gametes produced in humans are itself of two different types. The gamete produced in the male individual is called sperm, whereas that produced in the female is called ovum. These both gametes, male and sperm, they are basically a haploid cell, and they are different in the amount they are produced. They are also different in their size. They are different in their functions. The functions might be if they are categorized to give birth to a progeny, then they are similar in that trait. But if you're talking about something like male gamete, that is a motile one that swims inside the vagina, that goes, and that is the one which goes and fuses with the female ovum. So when we're talking about the size, the sperm is comparatively very smaller as compared to that of ovum. Sperm is about of size of 50 micrometer, whereas ovum, that is big, and that is of the order of 0.1 millimeter in diameter. Sperm is also produced in millions, whereas ovum, that is produced one in a month. In front of you is a diagram showing the events involved in the production of human baby. Both male and female of the species form their gametes with different genetic composition as mentioned earlier. Male produces sperm, whereas female produces ova. Also, it must be noted that the production of male and female gametes occur only after the onset of a particular age known as puberty, which also marks beginning of adulthood and is accompanied by a number of hormonal and physiological changes. During the process of mating, male inserts his penis inside the female vagina and discharges semen, which basically is sperm plus additional things, and the process is called insemination. Let me highlight the word insemination right here. This diagram shows the insertion of penis and ejaculation of semen into the female vagina. Insemination is followed by fertilization, which is by chance event, and the ova is fertilized by sperm and a diploid zygote is formed. At this point, it is necessary to note that this fertilization restores the diploid generation, because sperm and the ovum, either of them are haploid structures which are produced by the process of meiosis, but the fertilization restores the genetic balance and a diploid organism zygote, let me highlight it, is reformed. Zygote further moves from the site of fertilization to the uterus, where it buries itself deep inside the uterine wall, and the process is known as implantation. The zygote moves, let me highlight the word implantation on the screen. Here is the word implantation. This is uterine wall. Let me draw it up. Look, this is the uterine wall, and this is the fertilized zygote which came here. This will get itself buried inside this wall right here, and then it will continue its further stages of embryonic development, where a couple of divisions takes place within the single cell zygote, which leads to production of a multicellular embryo. This implantation is followed by embryo development, and the zygote is divided. This period of embryo development is known as gestation period. Right here, this is the word gestation. It takes almost 9 months to form a baby, and finally a complex phenomena signals uterine contraction, which leads to delivery of baby. The process is known as maturation, and this delivery of the baby takes place via the birth canal, which basically is vagina plus cervix. Maturation, this is signaled by a hormone known as oxytocin that is secreted by pituitary gland. Stage we must talk about what differentiates a human male from female, that is father from mother. Well, for the first point, sperm production starts with the onset of puberty and is produced throughout the life of male, whereas ova starts maturing from the onset of puberty, and the phenomena is known as menarche, whereas it stops at around the age of 50, which is known as menopause. This is the term menopause. Let me highlight it here, right? And you know female genital organs are located in the abdominal cavity, whereas that of male lie outside the body in a packet called scrotum, which basically is a thermoregulator and prevents sperm from the body heat. Here's the pouch called scrotum. The female gametes are produced at the fetal age, whereas in male it starts only after the puberty. We'll discuss in detail about how this the production of gametes starts in the human female. They will discuss what stages are involved in the fetal stage, and then what happens to those gametes, and then how that restarts its production at the onset of puberty. Thank you for watching our video. If you like the video, do like, share, comment and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Tell us what topic do you want next video on. Till then, namaste.